Welcome to Digital Marketing for Contractors, a podcast for home improvement contractors to help you crush your lead goals and take your business to the next level. Join us each episode as we give you powerful insights and practical tips on the best digital marketing strategies to help you grow your home improvement business. Let's get started.
Hello and welcome to Digital Marketing for Contractors, a podcast hosted by Fat Cat Strategies. We are a full-service digital marketing agency based in Raleigh, North Carolina. We specialize in driving leads, sales, and growth for the home improvement industry through digital marketing. My name is Janet, and I'm the founder and managing partner. And today we are discussing an issue that, frankly, is not all that fun, but it's the reality, and I think it's an important topic. What are we talking about? We're talking about your website getting hacked.
I'm here too.
You are. Sorry.
It's okay. I love it. Keep
All
rolling.
right, so listener, here's what happened. I was supposed to introduce Caitlin and I didn't.
It's okay.
So she's given me a winky face that I'm forgiven.
So forgiven. But
so
I'm
I think we're
Caitlin.
just going to plow ahead.
I'm head of client services. I haven't been here for a while. I'm just getting back into the swing of things. Let's talk about what to do if your website is hacked, what you need to do on the SEO side of things to get that improved. So Janet's going to set the scene. Why was your website hacked?
Well, before we even get into why and how and all of that, I just want to tell everybody who's listening, you are either the owner or the manager of a home improvement company. A website is a critical part of your face to the public.
Yes.
It's a critical part of your lead generation machine, your digital marketing. You've spent money, time, energy, and resources in building it. If the day comes when it's been hacked, the very first thing that you need to do, and it's critically important, is don't panic.
That's right.
Just don't panic. Just take a breath.
Yep.
Walk outside.
Yeah.
Compose yourself. Nobody is going to benefit if you are losing your mind and screaming at people. Mm-hmm. And even if, you have an agency and you feel like it's their fault, it doesn't matter. At this point, calm heads are what are needed, because you're going to have to have technical expertise to come in and start to assess what's going on and implement remediation steps. So there are steps to follow, and I will get into why hackers hack, because our clients ask us this
all
lot.
the time.
But I'm just going to drill this point home. Legit, the time for yelling and blame is later.
Right. I mean, and we could even do a follow-up, and go into more detail about hacked websites and just kind of like the steps. Here is exactly what you should do if you get on your website and there's some inappropriate.
Right. So let's talk about why hackers hack.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be dead honest. My honest answer is, I don't know. I have insights of what their motivations could be, but sometimes we've seen hacks that straight up just look malicious for malicious sake.
Yeah, totally.
Are they bored? But what we have seen is most often the hacks that we have seen they have a goal to drive traffic to some other site.
That's exactly right.
So I'm not going to use the actual word that I've seen inserted all over a client website, but I'll tell you what they were promoting, and it was Viagra. So, let's dive into why would that hack happen? So if you are selling off-brand Viagra and you want to drive a bunch of traffic to your e-commerce site to sell these pills, then you need backlinks.
It's an SEO play.
It's an SEO play. Yeah, it's a hacked SEO play to inject a bunch of backlinks to this site selling pills. It's been 10 years since I've seen that, maybe longer.
It's funny, though, because the moment that happens to benefit their website, you've got to take steps to fix the SEO.
Some nonsense.
On your website.
Yeah, some nonsense just got deposited on your front door, and you got to deal with it.
And that's what we're going to talk about, is how to fix that nonsense.
Yeah, so, other reasons why hackers would hack, to be honest, I don't think our audience has to worry about some of those reasons. Most of our clients have a marketing website that does not contain a lot of valuable data. You're not storing credit card information.
Exactly.
You're not storing social security numbers. You're not storing bank routing information. You've got at best, a whole lot of content about why somebody should replace their siding. You know?
And emails, phone numbers.
You may have email addresses where people have filled out forms
Yeah.
if those are being stored in a database on your website.
Sure.
But, depending on how things are set up, all of your forms could have converted to where the data gets put into your CRM, and even that's not stored on your website. So why they do it, let's just say, a lot of different reasons, but mostly because they are bad people that we hate.
Yeah, exactly. So let's fix it. Let's fix this hack and make sure you get back in business. And in fact, we've talked to many sales prospects. We've talked to clients that their site has been hacked, and we are given that
as a challenge to
as
fix.
a challenge to fix. And so these are some known, proven
recovery steps.
I love that.
Recovery step number 1, you need to clean your site and remove malicious code.
Yes.
So you can restore your site to its original state. So step 1, cleaning your site. We do that a couple of different ways. One of the very first things that, when it's happened to us, all of our clients' websites have daily full backups. So what an easy thing that we can do is we can go look at the last stable full backup and we can just restore that backup.
Yeah.
And then we've, kind of used a time machine to go back in time 3 days to before it was hacked.
Worst case, you lose content that you published.
Yeah, you might lose some blog posts, or you might lose like this month's promo offer or any updates that somebody's made to the homepage.
You can add it back.
Yeah. So if you don't have a backup that you can roll back to, what you can do is I'm going to give a shout out to a company that we've used before. We've used a company called Sucuri. Sucuri.
We'll link it. We'll link it in the
show notes. So that is an example of one of many different companies that you can submit your hacked site to their service, and they have tools to take all the bad code off of your site. The other thing that we do for our clients is we put preventative maintenance measures in place where we are actively doing daily malware scans, and we have kind of some firewalls and some roadblocks. But assuming that you don't have that and your site got hacked, the very first thing you need to do is clean it up. Either revert back to a stable version based on a backup, or you got to pay somebody to clean up the code. Okay, so next step. After the code is being cleaned up, what should they do?
I want to talk about number 3.
Oh, okay. I was going to give Caitlin number 2.
I know.
Then I'll do number 2. Number 2 is to request a review. So who are you requesting a review from? You're requesting a review from Google. And this is not like a 5-star, they did great service review. This is requesting the Google robot to rescan your site and deem it safe and clean. Because, we kind of skipped over this at the beginning of the episode, and we'll go back and cover this in just a few minutes. There are very negative SEO impacts that can happen to your site as a result of malware.
Right.
So as soon as you get malware on your site, Google is going to index your site and see it as a bad actor.
Yeah.
And once you have been shown to be a bad actor, then Google is going to try to prevent traffic from going to your site because they don't want people to get infected, to be phished,
Let's go ahead and talk about it.
I guess I am talking.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah, so what are some of the other negative impacts, Caitlin, if a site gets hacked and you don't realize it and you leave it out there?
So, I mean, and you may or may not know some of these terms, so bear with me as I explain them. So, naturally, Google will, they'll probably de-index pages on your site. That means they're just off, like, search results. They will not appear, and that's Google's way of protecting anybody else from hitting your site and seeing the malware, seeing this the hacked site. So the site would be de-indexed, gone from the search results, which is okay. You're like, that's good. I'm glad it's off search results. I don't want my site to be showing up with faulty information on it.
But it also means you're invisible to your community and to prospects.
Correct. And once you go through the steps that we're going to go back to on the recovery side of things, you're going to need to re-index those pages so they do appear with the right content on them.
So I just want to recap where we are in this story.
This is fun.
Yeah, this is fun. So listener, you're hopefully still listening. You had a site.
Yes.
It was fine. It got hacked.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't know for a few days. In those few days that you didn't know it, Google indexed it and said, ooh, stinky bad.
No longer showing up.
We no longer show your site to anyone. So suddenly all your traffic is gone.
Right.
And you are invisible. No one can find you. Okay, so now you come along and you realize, holy crap, my site's been hacked.
Yes.
What do I do about it? That's when you either revert back to a stable,
That's right. There we
back
go.
up, or you clean it.
Both.
Once you've done something to remediate it, that's when you come to the next step, which is requesting that Google re-index your site. Because remember, you've been de-indexed.
That's right.
And nobody wants to be de-indexed.
No.
De-indexing is bad.
De-indexed, automatically your rankings are going to drop.
Well, de-index means it's almost like you've been taken off the internet.
Gone. You're gone.
You're not on the internet anymore.
Yeah.
You got kicked out of the party.
Yeah.
So you have to go into
Google Search
your
Console.
Google Search Console.
Yep.
And then submit a request to get re-indexed and
That's
to
right.
have your site reviewed. So at that point, you are basically saying, hey, Google, I'm not a bad actor. Please look at me again and invite me back to the party.
Yeah.
And then you wanted to do number 3.
I
What's
know.
number 3?
I wanted so those two are pretty technical. You should be able to do them on your own. Your agency should definitely be able to fix that for you. So those are two very technical steps on the road to recovery. This is one that whether your site has been hacked or not, that you should be doing on like the SEO side of things anyways, is building trustful content. You need to be doing content, and literally the acronym is called EAT: expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. Any content now that has expertise, authority, and trustworthiness is content Google likes. So let's say your site was hacked and it's de-indexed, you've got to re-index it. It's going to take a while to get things back up and running. The fastest way, as of right now on October 15th, 2024, the fastest way to get your site back up and running is writing content that is true, authoritative, and it sounds like it's coming from an expert. So that is, if or if not your site's been hacked, keep doing that and keep building trust on your website with good, honest content.
So what you're saying is there's really a couple of different perspectives to take on the recovery.
Yeah.
There's a technical perspective.
Yeah.
You got to do some technical stuff to fix a technical problem.
Yep.
And then once the technical problem is fixed, you, Caitlin, you're recommending that people take extra steps to publish new, authoritative, trustworthy content to demonstrate you're a good actor.
Yeah.
You should be invited to the internet party.
Yep.
Because you have something of value to add.
Absolutely. And Google will thank you for that.
They won't.
Hey.
I mean, they'll rank you, but they'll never thank you.
They'll rank you. They may not thank you. They may make you pay eventually.
Oh, they will. They'll get their money. No doubt about that.
So you've cleaned your site. You've requested a review. You're now rebuilding trust with lots of good EAT content. I think the last step on the road to recovery is just continued monitor, maintenance, protection. I mean, Janet mentioned a couple of those tools already.
Yeah, so there's a wide variety. It depends on how your website is built. All of our client sites are on WordPress. So we have a couple of different things that we put in place to protect our clients' WordPress sites. We partner with a hosting company that offers extra layers of protection. Then in addition to that, we have active daily automated malware scans.
That's right.
We have active daily automated remediation steps that we go through, and we get alerts when and if something fishy pops up. Yeah. And so then so from our perspective as an agency, we take this really seriously. We have both automated protections, and then we have staff members.
Yep.
So we have, we have recurring tasks where we are looking at making sure that the underlying software that runs your site is up to date. Mm-hmm. Out-of-date software can produce vulnerabilities where people can leverage that vulnerability and end up in the back end of your site. You don't want that. So, we're making sure the software is up to date. We've picked a hosting partner that, is a strategic partner for us that puts some protections in place. Then we have another layer of firewall and protection. And then on the last line of defense is human beings, where we get an alert.
Right.
And that still happens. Even with all of those protections, something will sneak through. And usually same business day, we're on top of it, and we've put some sort of remediating action into place.
And so I think it's important to note that, part of our services and what we offer to, contractors like you is writing that authority content, like making sure you are showing up, making sure you are ranking organically. And we don't want all of that work to be undone because your site's hacked. So it's just an extra layer to Janet's point of protection on top of everything else that we're doing.
Can I talk about a fun hack that happened a couple years ago? I still don't understand what the point was.
Oh.
So we had a client, not going to name them, protect the innocent. We strongly encouraged this client repeatedly, hey, we should be doing web maintenance for you, and we should be putting protections in place. And client was like, nah, I don't need no stinking protection. And we were like, okay, go your own way, buddy.
My stomach just sunk.
His site got hacked.
Of course.
And there were all these like Japanese symbols.
Of course.
Or Chinese symbols. I think they were Japanese. I still don't understand it. And it was the weirdest thing. Like if you looked at the site, it was all in English. But if you Googled the company's name
I remember
on the search engine result page, the title of the link that shows up was Japanese characters.
It's horrible.
It was weird. Like, I still don't, like, what was the financial benefit of the hacker to change the search engine result title to Japanese?
I don't know.
But when you looked at the site was not in Japanese. And then this client who, no one will be surprised to find out that they're not a client anymore. This client called us going,
this is taking a turn.
Oh my God, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know. We can try to fix it for you. But also you turned down every suggestion and opportunity to put safeguards in place.
So,
and here we are.
We won't work with you unless you're going to have.
Yeah, those are days gone by.
Way gone by.
We don't work with clients now who refuse that kind of protection.
We, in fact, just do it. I think.
Yeah.
Janet's nodding. Like no. Like we. Yeah. Like you need to have a protected website. We're all doing too much work. It's too much time on your end too. Like let's not get your website hacked.
But I still don't know why. Why would you turn the title on the search result page Japanese? I still don't know why that happened. It was weird. Anyway.
And who knows if it was Japanese?
It could have been Korean. I don't read any of those languages.
God, here we go.
I mean, it was a non...
English?
What is the name of our character set? Those are...
Can we edit all of this out?
No, we're leaving it. We're not editing it out. I'm going to Google it. What?
Germanic.
It was not a Germanic language. And the symbols that we use to spell English words is a set of letters that probably has a name, and I can't remember. And it was not the same letter set. It was symbols, not letters.
Don't let your website get hacked. Have good security on your website. And if and for some reason it does get hacked, because hacker's going to hack, things have been changing.
Hater's going to hate and hacker's going to hack.
Hacker's going to hack. Do not forget these 3 important steps. Clean your site, request a review, and then write content to build trust. But you should always be monitoring and always protecting your site no matter what. Janet?
Correct. Okay, so let's wrap this up. You have once again spent 20-some minutes listening to us ramble on about digital marketing for contractors. I hope you found some value in it, and I hope, if nothing else, you leave this episode and you will go and ask whoever is responsible for your website, hey, knucklehead, what are you doing to protect us against hackers? And see what they say. And if you don't like their answer, call us.
We're here.
Go to fatcatstrategies.com, fill out a form, or give us a buzz, and you will talk to either probably me or Caitlin.
Yep.
And we'd love to find out more about your business, see how we can help you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Digital marketing for contractors is created by Fat Cat Strategies. For more information, visit fatcatstrategies.com.